What's up guys, I'm Random Frank P. Today we're going to be building a $500 gaming PC for the holidays. And with Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up, there is no better time to build than now if you haven't already. So you guys can take advantage of the insane discounts and sales that will be available at the time. Spoiler alert, I actually only built this for $400. So I'm going to put all the components in the description down below, as well as some alternatives, because the main reason I built this was to give you guys an awesome gaming PC, but also a PC that has a lot of room to be upgraded in the future. So hope you dig this. It's an awesome rig, and spoiler alert, I'm actually giving this away. So make sure you follow me on Twitter at RandomFrankP. I'll be putting out a video on that giveaway very soon. So first off, our case of choice here is going to be the Thermaltake Versa H15. I went with this for pretty much one reason and one reason only. It's only $30. The price fluctuates between $30 and $35. I picked it up for $31, but for a micro ATX case, which is going to be the compact build we're going with, you really can't beat that price. It has a nice compact form factor. There's a ton of room inside, so it's not going to be cramped, unlike a mini ITX PC. And there's great ventilation on the top panel, and the front panel is all mesh, which is going to keep the temperatures down very nice and cool. $30 on a case is a no-brainer here. Next up, our chip's gonna be the Intel i3 6100. This is probably the best budget CPU you can buy. It comes in at around 120 bucks. I picked it up on an Amazon flash sale for only 110. You simply can't beat the price for performance here. The Skylake chipset means it's modern, so it's gonna work with all the new components. It's great because it's not gonna bottleneck our GPU. Out of the box, it's clocked at 3.7 gigahertz, so you are getting a lot of performance for that price point. Next up is RAM, and we're going with 8 gigabytes of HyperX Fury RAM. It's only $38, so it's definitely more budget friendly compared to its competitors out there, like Corsair and the Ballistic Sport RAM, which is $5 to $10 more. And at 2133 megahertz, you're still getting some solid speed. Now, since we're using a micro ATX case, we're gonna be going with the Gigabyte H110 MA motherboard. I bought this for only 40 bucks on sale, so like I said, keep your eyes peeled for these Amazon flash sales throughout the holidays. Right now it's currently 50 bucks, but these things are always dropping in price. It's gonna support our 6th gen CPU, compatible with our dual channel DDR4 RAM, and since we're building this for budget purposes, the motherboard's just gonna be just fine for this price point. And then probably the most important thing that you guys care about is the graphics card. We're going with the new MSI GTX 1050 Ti. At $140, this is a killer deal. It's cheaper than some of the other aftermarket cards out there for this model. And I think the 1050 Ti gives you some of the best performance for that price point. It's got 4 gigs of GDDR5 RAM. The core clock is 1341 megahertz and the boost clock is 1455 megahertz. The card itself is very small and compact and only requires 75 watts of power. And this thing definitely packs a punch for only 140 bucks. We'll show some benchmarks off in a bit. And then for our power supply, since altogether this build isn't going to consume much energy, we're going with the EVGA 430 watt power supply. This is going to be more than enough power here considering how low everything is total, and it's still going to give you some leeway if you choose to upgrade some components later on down the road. This PSU is only $30. When you tally all these components up, I spent a total of $397.83. That leaves almost $100 left in your pocket. And like I said in the beginning of this video, this PC is meant to give you the room and the choices to upgrade what you want. Now, if you notice, I didn't include something like a hard drive. This is where you can funnel in that extra 100. I'm putting in a 120 gigabyte PNY SSD, which only costs $40. If you want, you can choose upgrade to a 240 gigabyte SSD for only $65. And then picking up something like an internal 1 terabyte hard drive, which is only gonna be around 50. So you went with both options there, you'd be getting 1 terabyte plus a 120 SSD for under 100 bucks, giving you a ton of space for your games, and also you'll notice a great performance in loading in textures and loading screen times. So say you already had an SSD or a hard drive and you still had the $100 left over, now's gonna be the time for you to upgrade certain components if you want. Obviously, you can get a different case if you're worried about aesthetics and how it looks. There are different cases out there that are micro ATX or even like a mid-tower if you want, that have windows that are nicer looking if that's what you care about. But if there was one place where you'd want to put in your money and get a better performance out, you could also upgrade the 1080 Ti to a 1060 for around $80 to $100 more, which would pretty much be depleting that $500 fund that you had to build your gaming PC. But altogether, this thing is pretty solid for the price. Now I know you want to see how this thing performs, so let's check it out. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed my video on building a $500 gaming PC, or like I said, I spent around only $400 giving you guys the choice and the room to upgrade what you want depending on your budget. I hope you liked it, and you know, I've done a lot of research on this stuff and I've seen other videos out there that are similar, but when you tally in everything, they spent well over $500, so I wanted to keep this under that price point. Like I said, giving you the freedom and the room to upgrade and pick the components you want. Don't forget, check the description down below for all the components I used, plus some great alternatives so you can pick and choose what you want. And follow me on Twitter at RandomFrankP, because I'm giving this away very, very soon. Candid jumped in and said they wanted to sponsor a giveaway for you guys, so I'll be giving this exact PC away. I'll put a video out on that very, very soon detailing how to win. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to comment down below on what you think about the build. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Well, I'm Random Frank P. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.